Welcome to today's episode. We're diving into a shocking incident at a Checkers restaurant, a dispute over mayonnaise that tragically escalated into a fatal shooting. Joining us is Dr. Allen, a psychologist specializing in conflict resolution. Dr. Allen, what can lead such trivial disagreements to spiral out of control like this?
It's a distressing example of how unchecked emotions can escalate situations. In high-stress environments like fast food outlets, minor grievances can ignite deeper frustrations. Anecdotally, I've seen cases where simple miscommunications lead to disproportionate responses, often fueled by underlying issues.
The victim lost his life, and the perpetrator now faces life in prison. Could societal pressures and perceived disrespect play roles in such violent outcomes, particularly for young men?
Certainly, young men might feel societal expectations to assert dominance or protect their image. However, as a counterargument, many argue that these incidents are rare and not reflective of broader societal behaviors. Yet, such tragedies highlight the need for emotional intelligence education and de-escalation strategies.
Indeed, it's crucial to address these issues early on. Looking forward, how can communities implement preventive measures to avoid similar tragedies?
Community programs focusing on conflict resolution and emotional management in schools could be transformative. Moreover, businesses can train their staff in de-escalation techniques, ensuring a safer environment for both employees and customers.
Let's shift our focus to the role of gun accessibility in this incident. Elijah Mackey, the employee involved, had a firearm at work. What are the implications of such accessibility in everyday disputes?
The presence of a gun can drastically alter the dynamics of a confrontation. Statistically, the presence of a firearm increases the likelihood of fatal outcomes. A recent study indicated that disputes involving guns are 12 times more likely to result in death than those without.
However, advocates for gun rights argue that firearms are necessary for self-defense. How do we balance these perspectives while considering public safety?
It's a complex balance. While self-defense is a valid argument, the challenge lies in ensuring responsible ownership. Policies could include stringent background checks and mandatory training. This incident illustrates the potential consequences when these measures are overlooked.
Moving forward, what legislative changes could help mitigate such risks without infringing on individual rights?
A forward-looking approach might involve technology such as smart guns that can only be fired by authorized users. Additionally, fostering a culture of responsible gun ownership through education and awareness could significantly reduce such incidents.
Now, let's explore how environment and upbringing influence such behaviors. Elijah Mackey was described as someone who could have pursued a tech career. How do these factors contribute to his actions?
Environment and upbringing play crucial roles in shaping behavioral responses. Individuals from volatile environments might lack positive role models or emotional regulation skills. For Mackey, societal influences and immediate circumstances likely overshadowed his potential career path.
Some argue that personal accountability should supersede environmental impact. How can we address this counterargument while considering systemic factors?
Personal accountability is essential, yet it's critical to acknowledge systemic barriers. Programs that provide mentorship and support in high-risk areas can guide individuals towards constructive decision-making paths, potentially altering life trajectories.
Looking ahead, how can communities foster environments that encourage positive growth and decision-making?
Investing in community centers offering after-school programs and life skills workshops can be key. Such initiatives could transform high-risk areas into nurturing environments that promote positive growth and decision-making.
Finally, let's discuss cultural narratives and their impact on the perception of masculinity. How do these narratives influence actions like those seen in this incident?
Cultural narratives often glorify aggression as a component of masculinity. This can pressure young men to act out to prove themselves. An example is the tough guy trope, which discourages showing vulnerability or seeking help.
Critics might say these narratives are outdated and not as influential as some suggest. What's your take on this counterargument?
While it's true that societal views are evolving, these narratives still persist in media and peer interactions. Challenging them involves promoting diverse representations of masculinity, encouraging emotional expression, and redefining strength.
As we look to the future, how can we shift these narratives to better support healthy expressions of masculinity?
Educational campaigns and media initiatives that showcase varied, positive male role models are crucial. By celebrating empathy and cooperation, we can reshape what it means to be strong, ultimately fostering healthier communities.